So Zunar is asking for an order for the Gazette to be cancelled, saying that Supplement Man of Steel is banned in Malaysia, and also on top of that is also asking for declarations that the action by the old BN regime against him, against his book Supplement, is in breach of the guarantee of freedom of speech in the Federal Constitution. So that came up for hearing, and the representative of the government, the lawyer for the government, has asked for a further date because they are taking instructions, fresh instructions, seeking fresh instructions from the Kementerian Dalam Negeri KDN as to whether to proceed with this matter or not. In other words, as to whether to lift the ban on Supplement or not. You know, whether the KDN themselves want to lift the ban or not. So they are seeking further instructions. So if the instructions comes back that they're lifting the ban, then it may be that this matter will not proceed. But again, it depends on what are the terms of the response from the KDN. One more thing that I want to add is that we are very glad that the new government has immediately, or rather the AG's Chambers is now considering lifting the ban on Supplement, and they are seeking fresh instructions. I want to add that under the old BN regime, which was very oppressive as we know, because they used laws in order to charge innocent people, in order to perpetuate their greed in power. And I think Zunar was one of those who were heroically standing against the whole government in the form of his cartoons, Supplement and others. And I want to add here that because of his brave cartooning work, he was charged for 9 separate charges of sedition, which is a national record. Unsurpassed Malaysian record, 9 charges of sedition. Those charges are still there. Although with the new government in, I think it's very likely those charges will be reviewed. But that was his fight. And I want to mention that the person who is responsible, or the person who was in charge when these 9 charges were brought, sedition charges were brought against Zunar, is none other than the former AG Abdul Gani Patail. And I think Abdul Gani Patail, who is now apparently assisting the government on the 1MDB case, but I think Abdul Gani Patail owes it to Malaysians to explain his actions during his time working as the AG for the old BN regime, in which he did things like bringing 9 sedition charges against Zunar. Not only that, in 2014 and 15, Abdul Gani Patail as AG Chambers, as the Attorney-General, brought many, a record number of sedition and other charges against opposition members, civil society and all that. For all this, I think he must explain his actions against these people, and he should apologize. He should apologize. And this also has to be looked into. And may I also add that there are also many pending police reports against Abdul Gani Patail, arising from the first sodomy charge against Anwar Ibrahim, which still remains unresolved. Yeah? So all this also must be looked into, because all this goes to good governance and the integrity of the criminal justice system and the legal system. So these are matters that must be looked into and resolved, so as to ensure that there is not a repeat of such things in our country again.
I think we just need to remind that this application, not only we are asking for the lifting of the ban, but also Zunar had suffered loss because of the book ban. He cannot sell, and there are damages that we are claiming. So it is not just about the book ban itself, but also the damages that we suffered. That is the application.